Okay, next video is about checking the condition of your tyres. I've turned my wheels so we can see all of the tread, but so these four main grooves that are here are the main tread on my tyres. When we check tread, we are checking the central 3/4 of the width of the tyre, so that's between my finger and thumb, my forefinger and thumb. And you've got two ways of checking the tread. The best, most accurate way of doing it is to use one of these, if I get it in shot, a tread gauge. This operates by placing it on the tyre and pushing it down into the tread. It's a bit stiff. That's better. Right, let's try that again. Pushing it down into the tread, and where it stops, so let's have a look. So the number that's lining up with the rim now, just about the number 4, so I've got 4 millimeters of tread remaining upon this. To give you an idea what that looks like, that is how much you can see visible at the bottom here. The minimum legal depth will be 1.6 millimeters, which is shown just above my thumb. I can get the gauge to that. That's what that looks like at the base of the tread gauge now. It's a very small amount, it doesn't disperse a great deal of water, so we'd normally recommend to replace a tyre when it's worn down to 3 millimeters. So my two front tyres are getting close to where I'd normally replace them. Okay, next check I'm going to carry out is air pressures. So in the car manual, and sometimes, as is the case for my car, also on the door frame, you've got a chart showing what tyre pressure should be. So this is my tyre size here. I can look across, so normally most times I have 1 to 3 people in the car, driver and 2 passengers. So these are where my tyre pressure should be. They are basically in 3 different types of measurements. The middle one is the one I normally go by, which is pounds per square inch. So it's telling me that should be 38 pounds per square inch on the front tyre here, and the same on the rear. So all 4 of my tyres need to be 38 psi, or pounds per square inch. So I can now check that using what's called a pressure gauge. So I've got a pocket version here, but any reliable pressure gauge, so anything like the dials on foot pumps, that kind of thing, or petrol stations usually have an air pump with a gauge on it, so you can use that. This one operates by placing this onto the valve. The air pressure makes that shoot out, and if I can check it, it's a little bit down. It's on 36, that's the one number that's lining up at the base here. So I am going to have to inflate this tyre somewhat. When the car's been sitting out here, it's in the cold, so the air would have condensed, and it is cold. It's the best time to check them. Okay, that is how you do those 2 checks.